I made it. By divine providence, I made it. And thank you to the person who gave me a like already. I want to show y'all where I'm at, okay? I just wanted to get y'all out today. We have to get out, okay? And I can't be on here for very long, but I want you to see where I'm at in downtown Austin. Let's see if I can flip this camera around. There we go. I'm in a nice little park. I'm gonna take my keys so that gets stolen. Nice little park. There's a lot of people kayaking out here. You see them out there. I'm trying to get down a little bit lower here. Hopefully I don't break my neck. Because I want to show you the skyline, the Austin city skyline, as best I can. Oh, well, there's so much more to it that it's blocked by the greenery. So, yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna try to get up here now. Old people probs. Oh, I got it. Plus I had the wrong shoes. I was sitting right there. Isn't that a nice little spot? There's a little nice trail, so stuff I love about Austin. All right, now that we got that settled about where I'm at, I see some people have joined in. Let me flip the camera back around. Hello. How are y'all doing? Happy full moon in Aries. Hope it is treating you well. It damn near kicked my ass yesterday. So I was not gonna get out today, but because of the energy yesterday, and my daughter needed to come downtown, and she was gonna be, I realized she was gonna be alone. I was like, no, I can't let her come out here with the energy this way by herself. So we worked an arrangement out where she's gonna leave early and I'm gonna start my video, my live tarot tonight late. FYI, that's starting at 8 p.m., not 7 p.m., okay? So let me see, I've got some comments. Hi, Charlotte, who says, hello, my beautiful people. Hope you're all doing well. Hello to you too. Thanks for the comment. You know, we're trying to do well, I think. My concern with the energy right now, and I was doing just fine up until yesterday, but my concern with the energy is that I'm seeing that there's a lot of emotional outbursts happening, and maybe even out of left field, and a lot of verbally combative type of energy because of Mars and Gemini. And I think particularly for those of us who have our natal Chiron in Aries, and Chiron is in Aries right now, right? So it's just like, man, right on top, conjunct, and triggering all these soul wounds having to do with self-worth, sense of self, personal autonomy, personal power. And this new moon is really just right on that energy. It's really revealing all of that and getting pretty emotional for people. I mean, I'm going to admit, I had a moment yesterday where I was like, I teared up there for a moment. I'm not going to lie to you, because I think what triggered that feeling in me was this emotional outburst that I got out of the listen, wait for it. We got someone here. This is Austin Blues. We gotta have it. He's cool. He's cool. Okay. Anyway, you're gonna get that around here. That's like native Austin blues. Stevie Ray Vaughan, right? Anywho, moving on. He just added to the whole ambiance, the atmosphere. Austin, Texas, right? Okay, back on track. I gotta show you these people kayaking by. I'm gonna keep talking, and I want you to see these people kayaking. All right, enjoy the view. All right. And I apologize for my crooked camera. It was broken and it needs to be replaced. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it because I just replaced it. And I kid you not, a week after I replaced it, it broke again. Anyway. Okay, so with the energy, yeah, I teared up there for a bit because the emotional outbursts that I got were off of some men that I wasn't even talking to. And just came out of left field, didn't even see it coming, was totally minding my own business. And I was actually having a great time, you know. Aries energy is very happy, 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 and I was definitely feeling it yesterday outside with my daughter. And we were guess I'm gonna flip it now. Okay. We were outside. She was prepping for the event today out there. I was doing some landscaping type stuff, and I was talking to her about how I wanted to remove some dead branches from the yard. Just totally in my own element, minding my own business. And this dude, we live out in the country now, he just starts yelling at me from across the way. Woo! And lo and behold, I find out this dude's been eavesdropping on me the whole time. And he was angry, and he accused me of trespassing and trying to tear down his trees. And I'm like, oh my. So, but I was like civil and polite and everything to him, and he just could not. You know, usually you could de-escalate people. I could not get him to chill the F down, you know. Oh, sorry about the F-bombs. I really am gonna blame it on this energy. You know, I don't have hang-ups about that language, but I've been using that a lot lately, and I think it's because I'm leaking anger. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm leaking anger. This moon, this lunar energy, I think is putting us in tune with stuff that is making us angry. And like yesterday, I'm telling you, like, I'm cool on my own, but this guy just comes out of nowhere and confronts me, and I can't de-escalate him for whatever reason. I think he's got a screw loose. I'm just gonna put it out there, all right? But anyway, my daughter was witnessing this whole thing, and we were like, my God, what the hell's wrong with this guy? You know, lay off the drinks, buddy, you know, or whatever he's on. I don't know. Get a therapist. It's just like he was seeking out a confrontation, and then of all people to confront, I'm like, me in my yard, like, just because I was talking to my daughter, and you overheard me say something that you misconstrued to mean as an attack. And so yeah, I just was like taken aback by the whole thing. And I'm gonna, actually I forgot to turn my ringer off. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I don't want that interrupted. So okay. So I mean, look, I try to just call, like, we were texting after the verbal exchange. We were texting because he's my neighbor, and I'm new out there. So anyway, still could not de-escalate him, and he was really being dramatic. You know, Aries is can be pretty flamboyant. You know, I mean, we like this in a positive flamboyant way, right? But not like that. And Aries is ruled by Mars, very aggressive, warlike energy, and you know, we do have Mars in Gemini right now, so we're talking about a lot of verbal combativeness, and like, I could not get this dude to calm the hell down. And you know, Aries is masculine energy, so this is my point. I don't know if you're noticing like this combativeness, particularly coming from masculine energies. And I'm not saying it's all like that, right? Because this morning we had a positive exchange. I'll share it with you in a moment. With a man, and he made a mistake, but he smoothed it over. He was really cool. He was really cool about it. It worked out just fine. So I'm not saying all men are like this, but for me personally, I'm noticing a lot of the aggression is coming from masculine energies. And as a female, you know, we've got the Sun in Libra, Mercury and Venus in Libra right now, which is very much about Can we look at other people? Because, right, Aries is the self, right? Libra is the opposite, others, right? Let's partner. Let's consider other people. Let's be diplomatic here. Let's negotiate. Let's get into agreements and contracts and things like that. It's a totally different vibe than Aries is me, and mine. You know, and also, you know, Aries is a personal sign. So the ego, the sense of self, it is super important. You know, there's a time and a place for that. But then with the Sun, Mercury, Venus in Libra, you know, I really feel the feminine energy, particularly with Venus being there, is saying, hey, let's knock the edge off here, and let's consider all parties involved here. Let's bring it down a few pegs. Can we work this out, or that type of thing? And that's kind of the role that I was playing yesterday with this energy, but could not de-escalate him. And I was, even as civil as I was being, this dude just like was like, don't text me anymore. And I'm like, okay, you know, and I didn't. I just like, it was just mic drop, you know. I didn't say or do anything else. And then little I know, this guy, he decides that he's going to make matters worse. And he calls my landlord. And next thing I know, my landlord's unhinged and, you know, sending me dirty texts. And my daughter and I are sitting there like, what in the hell just happened? Like, we were just in our yard minding our own business, talking about removing a dead limb from the yard. And now all of a sudden, you know, this guy wants to like, wow, hold on, let me check my charge here. Yeah, I can't talk long, I'm at 20%. I thought I had more, and I don't have anything on me to charge in all nature, so I can't talk too much longer. But anywho, my point is, like, it escalated with, despite my efforts, despite my respecting him and honoring him and being civil, it just totally got out of control. And my daughter and I, we were just dismayed. We were like, what is wrong with these people? Like, these people are freaking crazy. Yeah, if you're seeing any of this type of stuff going on, yeah, obviously try to lay low, try to, if you can, be diplomatic. You know, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury is, I think, assisting and helping with that. However, we can't help that we're dealing with a lot of people who are not self-aware, and they don't understand how these energies are influencing them, and that they have free will, and like they're not seeing the bigger picture of it. And I mean, there's only so much you can do about it at the end of the day. And so, yeah, my concern was that today I was going to get out, and my concern was that my daughter was going to come out here, and I was afraid of her dealing with, you know, verbally combative type of behavior. And it's my youngest daughter doing an event out here now. So I especially deep in the city where, you know, let's not make light of the fact there's like a lot of homelessness out here, and there are a lot of people mentally snapping, losing their brains. And I know I showed you some very picturesque, nice stuff, right? But here in Austin, we do have, you know, a lot of people who are homeless, and they are strung out on, oh, I want to say meth. No. Darn, what's the new one that's coming through the door? Fentanyl. That's what I'm talking about. And so you have people strung out on fentanyl in these cities. You have, especially in this city, cost of living so high, they're struggling to keep their head above the water. you know, there's a lot of people are dealing with a lot of, right, Saturn in Aquarius, humanity, people at large, the public, they are dealing with a lot of limitations and restrictions that are frustrating, to say the least. And when you get into this combative energy, Mars in Gemini, Aries, Moon in Aries, Chiron in Aries, Jupiter in Aries. Oh yeah. Oh God, no. It's like, you know, if you want to amplify all the nice of Aries, you know, the happy, the now, you know, then great. And, you know, but the bad, no, not cool. And I just didn't want my daughter exposed to that, because we were exposed to that yesterday, just minding our own business on our own, you know, where we live. And by the way, I don't know what's going to happen with that situation. But I was sitting back today and I was thinking, right, I gotta say this let's be constructive here. If you have dealt with emotional outbursts, volatility out of people, coming out of nowhere, unjustified, out of left field. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. You know, ask yourself, is there anything good that has come out of that? And I know it's kind of a strange question. It's like, well, how would you feel good about somebody popping off on you like that? And so after I really sat and thought about it, I realized, you know what? The positive thing about this happening is that it revealed a lack of respect. Because I'm going to tell you, I was absolutely shocked and dismayed that this person who had a stellar meltdown over some imaginations.
Yeah, they just like retreat all of their limbs. They retreat all of their limbs into themselves.
I was shocked that, like that, he was believed by my landlord. My landlord did not even bother to ask my side of the story. And think about this. Aries, I laid out that contrast of, you know, Aries and Libra. Libra is going to look at other perspectives because there's two parties involved, right? This is about relationship in Libra. So we're going to look at both perspectives. But in Aries, this is my perspective. This is single-minded perspective versus there are other perspectives here to consider. And so it shocked me that he did not consider another perspective before jumping on the bandwagon to take a side against me. And that in that moment, that was quite eye-opening. Like, okay, well, if we're able to resolve the fact that this dude is Looney Tunes, you know, and I get that cleared up, and then we got some relational work to do, right? And the Sun in Libra, Venus, and Mercury in Libra is all shining a light right now on the relational work that we need to do collectively. What is this showing you about the outstanding relational work? Because for me, I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm in a business arrangement with this dude, and I've been a good tenant, and he's got no complaints. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, somebody accuses me of something, and you're ready to just like, I don't even want to say the way he threatened me. I was like, oh my God, you know. It was very unsettling to myself and my daughter, but like I said, it opened my eyes to, if I'm going to continue being in business with this person, we have to address the lack of respect issue. We must, because this cannot endure. You can't be in any kind of relationship like that without respect. If there's no respect, it's not going to be able to last. you know, and he showed his hand in that moment. It's like, okay, I'm gonna talk that out. So, yeah, I will say that yesterday, I think it did get to me there for a moment, because I started thinking to myself, I actually had a moment where I was talking to somebody and I said, this is what teared me up. I said, men should not treat women this way. And the person I was talking to said, oh, you're right. Because everybody that I talked to about this, who was objective, was like, yeah, this is not right. Something's wrong with these people. But again, when we're talking about Chiron and Aries, and I especially say this for those of you who have that natal Chiron and Aries, it's getting triggered right now with 70s babies like myself. It is painful. Right, because in that one instance, that altercation, that heated exchange that was completely unwarranted and unjustified and merciless at that, because I don't know what some men are power tripping or whatever on a woman who's just trying to clean up her yard. It kind of opened stuff up in me. Like, it's just started getting me like, why are men like this to me? Why do men not have respect for me? Okay. And again, if you're one of my male viewers, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to attack men. I love men. I'm very straight. Okay. Very. I have 3 kids to prove it. So I'm not hating on men and I'm not hating on Aries, but God, that hurt. Yeah. And if you have some pain that you want to share in the comments down below, please do. I am going to probably have to log off on that note. Let's see if I can maybe, yeah, let's see if I can turn the camera around and y'all can walk out with me. I really would like to take y'all for a walk down there, but I got to get back. I got to get back to my daughter, and I wish I could get a better view for y'all. Of the city skyline. I mean, maybe if I come back over here, yeah, it's kind of blocked. It's kind of blocked by that view. And then on a nice little area to sit at. This is something I just love about Austin, is there's all kinds of nature trails, you know. And oh, I see somebody commented. That's cool. Let me look at the comment once I get my once I get my glasses on. Let's see. All right, Indigroove is here. Cool. Indigroove says you deserve respect. Thank you. Thank you so much. The Truth Warrior says I cannot do Aries. I'm a Leo sun and they are supposed to be a great match. Well, see, what's so painful for me is that yeah, Truth Warrior saying I love nature as well. You know what's so painful for me is my Juno's an Aries. So my ideal life partner is, you know, like ideally I wouldn't want to be with an Aries, like, or somebody Aries like. So I absolutely love them. But then with my Chiron there's always some pain point. And, you know, yeah, I've been thinking about that lately. And it's just shocking because actually yesterday, in the midst of all this happening, I had an Aries text me that he's been interested in me for quite some time. But he's married, and I'm just like, I've told him, like, I'm not gonna be, you know, I'm not interested in your wife's seconds. That's what I told him. You know, but he won't leave his wife. He's just gonna keep texting me and checking in and waiting for me, I guess, to have a weak moment, break or whatever. And it's like, this is the thing, like, I've tried to, every time I try to like communicate my emotional needs, and why this is not a good idea for me, you know, that I get this shut down, you know, like I'm trashing a party, you know, like, oh, why do you have to be so serious? Why can't we just go have fun? I'm gonna try to explain to them, well, this is not fun whenever, you know, you have to go back home to your wife, or your wife finds out, or whatever. So I just rather not, you know. But it's always like this, you know. I was talking to my daughter today because she's also got a Juno and Aries, and I said to her, you know, oh, I have an idea. Let's walk. We'll walk to the car since my phone is dying. I told my daughter, I said, I told my daughter, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Okay. I told my daughter, I said, you know, I relate to her, right? We both have Juno and Aries. But I said, the problem is for me, it's like it never, you know, it's like the person I want is never going to work out. There's that battery warning. I'm almost there to the car. But it's not going to work out. And that's a painful thing that I have to live with in my life, and trying to figure out how to live with that reality when Juno and Chiron are in Aries in your natal chart. And of course with this transit, it's just triggering all that shit. Like, I got to deal with that, and I haven't really totally sorted it out, you know. But yeah, that Aries contacted me yesterday triggered it, and I'm like, well, here we go again. We're back at this BS. And I don't know. And it's also, you know, like Truth Warrior saying I can't do Aries. Well, I mean, I can't either. I can, but I can't. I mean, it never ends well. You know? And I think because the problem is, again, no offense to the Aries, but I feel like it's, you know, my North Node is in the 7th house. I'm here to do partnership. I'm here to be in relationship. I'm not here to play around. I'm not here to F around and find out, which is, you know, again, my experience with Aries males is that's their motto. That's their motto. F around and find out. And I think I want to take y'all for a drive so y'all can see the streets out here. If I can pull it off, we shall see. Hold on a second. This has got to be the wonkiest live I've ever done. I apologize. I hope y'all are not like getting dizzy from all this movement. But I don't know, some people like that. Okay, I've now got charge. Do I? Check it. Yeah, I'm charging. Cool. So I'm gonna take y'all for a drive on the streets of Austin while I'm talking, because I think it's cool just to get out, okay? Just so y'all know what it's like out here. I love this town. And let me turn around. Okay. So, yeah, you know, back to the subject of I can't do Aries. And, hold on a second, let me see that I missed a comment at all. Yeah, Truth Warrior saying, I have a married Aqua that wants me. I met him a month ago, and he took me out to a very expensive lunch. I get where you're coming from there, so I send him things to help bring him closer to her. The Aqua is constantly flirting with me. You know what, Truth? That, you know, air and fire are very compatible, right? I mean, I can see why he's drawn to you. Like, I love the fire signs. I'm deficient in fire. So, I love all the fire signs, actually. But Aries is my favorite. If they would just grow the beep up and stop with their risky behavior and all of that, and the hoeing around, particularly for the Aries males. Again, if you're an Aries male and you are not like that, my apologies, okay? But I have not met an Aries male yet that is not a freaking hoe. And my North Node in the 7th house just ain't about that life, okay? I mean, maybe if I'm out in the desert and I need a damn saltine cracker, you know, maybe for a hot second. But honestly, all my Pisces, I just can't, I'm not about it. I'm just not about it. And it's always something with these Aries males. It's always. And I'm sorry to say, like, I've had some Aries female friends and love them too, but it's always something. I always get into this dynamic with them. And again, please do not take this personal if you're Aries. It's probably my natal Chiron, right, in Aries. But even the female Aries, like, I end up getting into some situation with them where it's all about them. Like, I was friends with this female Aries for, I'm trying to move this so you can get a good view. I was friends with her for, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years. And I needed her to help me. I was in a bind one day. There was a death in the family, and I had to go to work, and nobody was going to be at the house to watch my dog. I said, hey, could you just come over? And she wouldn't come over and help me. And I sat back because I was really in a bad situation and needing her help, you know, come check on my dog during the day while I was at work. And she wouldn't come through for me. And I started adding them. And I was like, you know what? This woman has never once even come to my house. Not once. Like, do you know how many times I've gone to this lady and she's never come to me? And then I just started really reassessing the relationship, and I was like, yeah, this is very one-sided, and this is all about this person. It's all about them and their convenience and comfort, and that puts me on another side tangent. Have you been noticing with all this Libra energy, right? Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Libra, contrasting with Moon and Aries, have you been noticing the selfishness in people, the egocentricity, the I don't want to be inconvenienced? That's not comfortable. I mean, too bad if you get your ass stuck out over it. It's about my comfort and convenience. And I've been seeing these dynamics with people. Oh God, I mean, I need to go, but this dude's walking. All right, hold on a second. I made it. All right. Here we go. Look at that. Oh. Look, see? Please pray for me. Okay? I'm driving here. I'm being responsible. Okay? We're going to go back to hands-free. We're going to go back. Okay? So. Get that back on. Yeah, if it'll stay. Again, sorry for all the... I think it's stuck there now. That's good. All right. So my point is, like, I've been observing this. I don't know if y'all have been observing this with the energy, just building up into this crescendo that I felt yesterday with these people popping out of left field, seeking out a confrontation, revealing their disrespect. I mean, just over the top aggression. I'm sorry, but I mean, at best, I did a level 1 offense and I got a level 8 response, okay? And it's just baffling to me what's going on with people, and I think that it's painful too when you realize the levels that people are willing to go to, you know, to get their way, how they're willing to, like, put people out just to get their way. And so anyway, I hope y'all are enjoying the drive and the rambling. I am going back live on at 8 p.m. Okay, right? I had a compromise today. It was a conflict. You know, I had stuff to do. My daughter had stuff to do. But wow, Seriously? Okay. But, yeah, we're going to essentially do it all and help each other today. We're going to leave her event shortly, and then I'll start the live for tarot. I'll see y'all at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I really enjoyed this, getting out with you, even though it is just like all over the place. And I apologize for that. Oh wow, this dude wants to get his front end ripped off. Really? Like, okay. And when I get to a stoplight or stop sign here, I'm probably gonna log off, but enjoy the ride. I love this part. Oh man, I used to drive this road every morning when I used to work in downtown Austin. I always used to come by this Moody Bank up here. I don't know if you can see it. But I love the hills out here. There's something signature about Austin. Very different from where I'm from, Houston, but all right, enough rambling, enough driving, enough bad camera work. I am logging off on that note. Y'all have a great full moon in Aries, and I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye-bye.